Welcome to a new episode of Optics Trade Debates. Andras and myself, Theodore, we are today talking about the main differences of the entry-level thermal monocular thermal scopes made by Pulsar. We received questions on our emails and on our phone. What are the main differences between the Quantum Lite 23V and the 30V? And Andras took the time to check all the questions regarding this topic in the last 6 months or something like that. So Andras, which are the most common questions that customers ask?
There are a few common questions that we'll cover today. So the first one regards the outer appearance of these two devices, so the physical characteristics. Are there any major differences worth pointing out?
It's really hard to see any differences.
Yes.
On outside, the only difference noticeable is the length of the objective part. This is a little bit longer on the 30 model. I would say about 1 centimeter longer. So, and if you look closely, we see that this additional ring is inserted in the objective part on the 30 model, which lacks on the 23 model. This is the first and I would say the most obvious difference. The second is if you look closely into the assembly of the lens assembly, then you see that the diameter of the 30mm model is a little bit bigger than on the 23. And these are basically the only differences in physical appearance. Everything else is completely the same.
Thank you. So as you said, they're on the outside, they're almost completely the same. What about the optical characteristics? So there are probably more differences there.
Yeah, well, Pulsar is known for experimenting that they are producing a lot of devices which are almost identical but with different lenses, and they are achieving a little bit different optical properties. We know the forward attachments F135 and 155. We know with all the helions they go from 19 all the way up to 50 and so on. And this is the same story here. The only difference is that because 23mm against 30mm, the difference is really small. In the detection range, the smaller model can detect a deer on 800 meters, the bigger one on 900 meters, at least at this standard which they're measuring this detection range. And also in resolution, you get a little bit better resolution with the 30 model, but again the downside is that you also get a narrower field of view. In reality, I think with all Pulsar range, these two models are the closest together among all models. It's almost really hard to see the difference between them. When you look through, you do notice that the smaller model has 29 meters of field of view at 1000 meters. The bigger model has 22, a little bit less, 21.8 meters of field of view. And also the magnification range is different. This one starts at 1.8 and goes up to 8 or something like that. The bigger model starts with 2.5 and goes up to 10. Mm-hmm. In reality, when you look through, difference between 1.8 magnification and 2.5 magnification it's really hard to notice it. So optically they're really similar. So
they're similar optically, physically, but there is a little bit difference in the pricing, right? So I think 200 euros.
200 euros, yeah. 1,400 against 1,600, 600 or something like that. In some stores even less. So even the price difference, let's say 1,500 euros, 100 euros up or down is not such a big difference. So they're really close together, and basically it all goes, if you do a lot of panning, searching for animals and so on, then maybe the smaller model is bigger due to the wider field of view. Also on close range is bigger because when the animals, let's say a group of boars, if they come to 30 meters or less, it will be much easier to observe them with a smaller model due to the wider field of view. The bigger model is better for the details. You see a little bit more details and you can raise the magnification a little bit more, even though this is a digital zoom, you're not gaining that much with, going up with magnification.
So to conclude, you basically, if you're looking for an entry-level thermal monocular, you can go wrong with both. So the differences are very small, you just pointed them out.
Yeah, usually we say with all our videos, go with this one for this purpose, go with this one for that purpose, and we say there is a clear distinction. In this video, that's much harder. I would say they're both great devices. They're both almost alone in their own price segment. There is no one, not even close in terms of what you get for the money paid.
So I think 1,400 euros and 1,600, right?
Yeah, it's impossible to get anything that will be remotely similar in terms of optical quality in the field of thermal monoculars to these two models. So you cannot go wrong with either one of them. Which one to choose? That's a much harder debate, and it goes down to personal preferences. But like we said in the beginning, you cannot go wrong with any one of them.
Thank you, Theodore. You answered all the questions that we most frequently receive. Thank you.
Thank you, Andras. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you forgot any questions, use comments below this video or send us an email. And normally, click the like button and please subscribe.
Thank you.